Born January 31st, 1940, to Fields and Mary Mitchell, his interest in aviation began at an early age. Being involved with the family business since its inception in 1946, he was always around the airport helping out wherever needed. He was even the mascot of the company basketball team. At age 8, instead of playing with bicycles or skateboards, he had a 450 horsepower Stearman. Hardly able to see where he was going, it gave the perception of a runaway aircraft until a tiny head popped up from the cockpit. At the age of 15, he began flight instruction with Earl West Jr. and soloed in February 1956. In March 1957, he obtained his private pilot certificate, followed by his commercial ticket on January 31st, 1958. He was constantly in the air on weekends and after school, honing his piloting skills at a rapid rate. After graduating, he enrolled in college and married his high school sweetheart, Gail, and they began a partnership that endures to this day. He soon began a career as an ag pilot, working the rice fields of southeast Texas in spring and summer, then heading to the western reaches of the state to service the cotton crop until season end in November. Aviation had become his passion, but he would have to make a tough choice. His father had been grooming him to take over management of the growing company, and he felt that one could not spend 16 hours in the cockpit and successfully run a company at the same time. He was presented with an ultimatum: either I'll hire you a new boss or another pilot. He would have until the end of the season to make his decision. He was forced to make this difficult decision when a tragic event occurred on September 10, 1964. His father, George Field Mitchell Sr., along with his customer and 2 flag boys, were killed by a hydrogen sulfide pipeline that ruptured alongside the field he was spraying at Seminole Gaines County, Texas. A day that changed his life forever. Leaving the West Texas branch, he came home to Beaumont to fulfill his father's wish of finishing his education. A year later, in 1965, he graduated from Lamar University with a degree in business management. In 1967, he took over management of the company and found himself immersed in the future of the aerial application industry. He was appointed to the board of directors of the TAAA and soon found himself taking the industry issues from backyard fundraisers to the halls of the Capitol in Austin. In 1973, he was elected president of the NAAA and carried those same issues into the nation's capital. After serving his term at NAAA, he was elected to serve as president of the TAAA in 1975. His intense love of the industry and ability to get things done earned him the reputation as a true leader. In 1993, the governor appointed him chairman of the Texas Aviation Commission. During his 10 years of service, he oversaw a tremendous increase in the budget and numerous improvements to public airports across the state of Texas. That same year, he was inducted into the Agricultural Hall of Fame in Jackson, Mississippi. Even at 68, he is still very engaged in daily operations, being it running the office in Beaumont, crew boss on a timber operation in western Louisiana, leading a brush crew in New Mexico, overseeing fire aircraft from Oregon to Idaho, or making sure the proper herbicide is applied in South Texas. He seems to be everywhere at once. Retirement seems to be an unknown for this icon of the aerial application business. Perhaps the greatest of his many accomplishments has been his family. Over the years, all of his children have served a role in the business. Today, 3 of his sons hold active positions in the company, from administration, management, to flying, to ensure the future of what is truly a family business built by a man with unique ability to make things happen. As one of his sons, he has been a mentor, an instructor, and a role model. If his father were alive today, he'd be very proud of him, for I am very proud of him, and we will continue his legacy. Would you please stand with me and honor this year's 2008 Old Timers recipient, George Fields Mitchell, Jr.